unexpected trip, and a boombox update. Alright, I told you that I was getting these in the mail today, and I did. It is roughly 7:10 in the evening now, and I got these out of the mailbox earlier after I made that video. Now that video, for those who didn't notice in the description or wherever I posted it, that I made that with well, it used to be Sony Vegas. It's called Magix now. Vegas Pro 15, and I had got a copy of that some time ago, and I thought I meant to be using it earlier just to see how it worked. Now it wasn't that hard to learn as far as difficult to use, but the rendering time and the size of the file, Bill has alluded to this a few times on how big the files are that come out of Sony movie studio and such. And yes, it was big. It was over a gigabyte, and so I thought that was pretty big compared to the file sizes I get from VideoPad. So anyway, that was that. I don't know that I'll use it anymore, but I just wanted to try it out and see if there was any good reason to switch. I mean, I really couldn't see any, because there's some different options that you can do in that program as opposed to VideoPad. But I mean, I could probably do the same things in VideoPad if I looked and searched and did them, found out how to do them. I mean, it's not that. So anyway, that's the pots. There's the right angle pots that are 50K with a switch. Let's get one out and take a look at it, just to see. These are, there's your pins. The circuit board's set up for that's pin set, just like that. And like I say, they are switched, and you go, there's off, there's on, and there's your volume. And those will work just fine, I do believe. They'll sit something like this. Of course, the pins will be down, but like that. And then, I'd have to look at this actually mounted. But Bob says the boards are have boarded the airplane, I do believe is what he said. Or they're almost ready to, or something. But he was telling me about it today. So, all right, those are the pots. Now, here are the switches over here. There's 50 of these in here. That's what I ordered. I thought, I couldn't remember 50 or 20, and they are just single pole double throw. You got one way, that way, and that way. So, and all the hardware is also in here. Now, I don't think we're going to need all this hardware. These flat washers with the tabs on them, I don't think those are going to be necessary at all. I think there are some star washers in there that we will use, and a nut, of course, and those will be used. So. Now this is the one we're going to have to, like I said, basically mount it here, and then put the jumpers down to the board. And once we do that, then it will stay flat, because it's flat on the board, and it will be screwed in, so there won't be any give to it. I think it'll be just fine like it is. So that's the way that's going to work. So there's the couple of things, and again the right angle. B&C connectors are here, and I already had the power connectors, at least some of them. I don't have all of them yet, but enough to make a few boards. So that's all we really needed to start out with. I want to get these beta testers, their boards, and get some opinions back from that, and go from there and see what we got going with that. So. What I'm going to be doing here this evening is probably making starting the cardboard shelf, or whatever you want to call it, that will hold these components for the boombox. And basically want to get the base of it, and maybe one or two sides. And I said one side before on that last video. It's actually going to be two sides. There'll be the front side, and then there'll be a side going on the side. That makes sense. Side going on the side. But you know what I'm saying. It'll be a side, one side. I'm not going to put both sides on it because I don't really need to. And so that's going to be that. And so when I get started doing that, and I'll bring you back when I have some more to show. Alright, well there's what we're going to go with on the layout, I do believe. This will obviously be up like this. And there will be, like I said, there will be a side here and a side on the front. At least down to here. And then this may be open. So, like I said, that'll be mounted something like that. Maybe even up this way a little bit. It can sit off of the board. It doesn't matter. But that's generally the way it's going to look. Like I say, this is just a temporary mock-up type thing that I'll need to wire this up, so I won't have to be dealing with all the stringy wires running around here and there. They'll be in one place and they'll stay attached to the board. So that's the plan anyway. I've got to cut down me a side. Doesn't have to be very tall. It's just enough to put that in and front to do the same thing. And like I said, it only has to come down to here. So that's what we're doing. And actually, I could put that over here. Trying to think out loud a little bit, as it were. Move that over like that. Probably come in with that. Don't really need that much space there. I can still get to that. It's not a big deal. If it's a little bit bigger than it needs to be, it really doesn't matter. So that's what we're going to go with, this base here, and see what we come up with otherwise. So we'll be back. Good evening, YouTube. Here with you on this Wednesday evening. It's about 7 o'clock now in the evening. Just wanted to share with you the finished so far, I should say. This is one that I was talking about. I wanted to be able to push the buttons. I can do that, no problem. And so that's going to work out rather well, I do believe. And it is glued pretty good. I got this on there now, so I can't really turn it upside down. But it's glued really good and solid, and I'm happy about that. Feels like there's something underneath that, but there is. So that's that as far as that is concerned. So anyway, that's going to be the it's going to sit on top of the boombox when I get this all wired up, and this will go in here, something like this. Only just this will be sticking out, and the rest of it will be behind there. I still have to do that jack on there that I want to do, and that's going to do that. Now, moving on to today's activities. I got a call, well, not a call, text from my daughter last night, well, actually yesterday afternoon, that her husband, my son-in-law, needed to go to Indianapolis for a doctor's appointment this morning early, and asked if I could do that, and I said, well, yeah, I can do that. So I talked to him later on. He said to be at the house around 7. And we would head on up. The appointment was for around 9, I do believe. And so 9 or 9:30, I don't know which it was. But anyway, we went up, left the house, and took the drive up to Indianapolis. Actually, it was on the north side. I think Carmel is where it was at. To a hospital up there. So we did that, and finally made it. It was a little rough drive up there. Nothing, I couldn't handle, but a lot of slowdowns, things like that, and the road was under construction. You couldn't take the direct route in. It was just a lot of different things that we went through. But we got there on time and was able to get his appointment taken care of. And I think I believe it was around 12:30 or so. We were on the way back home. And so, the trip home was uneventful, and it was a straight drive, just nothing, no big problems. So we did get back home. So that was that. I noticed while I was up there, because I didn't have much else to do, I was looking at my phone, and I had informed delivery, and it said I had a package coming today, and I had not could not place where it was coming from, or you know what it was. So it was kind of a mystery to me. So let me show you what it was. Let me get this out of the way a little bit. Move this over. These are Duke Energy is the power company here, and they had something on their website, and you know, it was basically, you know, you could order these bulbs for free. And so you know me, I kind of like getting free things. I've already changed 2 out, and I've got 4 left. They're basically the same thing I've got here on the bench. They're 60-watt equivalent bulbs. They're LEDs, and so that's basically what they are. And like I said, I've already replaced 2 of them that had the little screwy fluorescent, compact fluorescent, whatever they are. And those are probably energy efficient, but they don't give off much light. And so, like I said, I've got one here in the bedroom and one in the living room, so that's good, real good. So happy to get that, and that was my surprise. It was a pleasant surprise, I had to say. Also, let me show you what else I got. These are the flat washers that I ordered, some of them. Like I said, I think I ordered 300 of these. These are the 2.5 M2.5. I think that's 2.5 millimeter in the center, and I forget what this outside diameter is, but we're going to try those on the boombox with the smaller screws to see how well they work or don't work. And so I'm hoping the other ones are a little bit bigger than these. These are not as big as what I have been using, but like I said, they probably will work, because the way it, you know, how close the screw is to the speaker. It doesn't take much to you know, to hold that in. So we'll check that out later on. So I just wanted to get this done so I can get a video out. I probably won't make one tomorrow. I'm going to visit my mother. I didn't really plan to make this tonight, but then I had stuff to show. This all glued overnight, and it's not perfect. I didn't make it perfect. I basically put it, you know, with things hanging over. I just wanted something quick, and quick enough so I could get this in here and get that taken care of. And like I said, I wanted to be able to press the buttons, so I can do that easily enough. And next thing I do probably is mount these boards on here with some screws or something. And once that's done, I can start wiring it up. Really, it won't be too much of a problem. I think the wires out of here go to here, and that's the power in the middle, and the power is on the other end of the boss amp. And like I said, I'll have the power for this and the power for the little 8403 PAM amplifier. So that is that, and like I say, that's going to do me. If I do this washer thing, I may bring it back later on. I don't know, it just depends. But for now, that's going to do it. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.